on for MOUZ Sports?
Yeah, looking forward to this just because I think we've seen Ancient really shift in a lot of different ways. Of course, it's undergone several map changes. Now the meta's changed as well, just in terms of the variance in the map pool, and CT side's winning a lot more. This map's 50-50 now, so it's kind of anyone's game, and I'm really hoping that we get to see players like MOUZ and Acor in particular who step up to the moment.
Acor, of course, like you mentioned, potential one for the rumor mill, as MOUZ Sports will be moving in. A lot of expectations on his shoulders should he want to maybe prop up the market value and whatnot.
Yeah, people just need confidence in this MOUZ squad.
I agree entirely. Frozen, though, he's got a confident peek coming out down mid. Can't quite land the shot on it yet. Zero will be able to avoid it for a while longer. Tags coming in and Frozen still peeking out. The P250 on the other side tells him that that was a bad idea.
God, they just get so much free territory as a result of that kill as well. Look at the space that they can take towards middle. If they decide to wrap towards this A bomb site or go for any sort of collapse, it would be a solitary player. They could have caught the bomb in transition there, but instead it's just MOUZ spotting out, firing off a couple of shots, but they have pushed for some B information. But GamerLegion could collapse on the A site before they really move the rotations in.
It'll all come down to Robs. He's the man you want to have in a spot like this. Starts off nicely, but it's the follow-up that's lacking. Rusty and Isaac pair up, hold hands to knock him down. And that's where the rotation from MOUZ Sports are going to be swift, but it's only Acor leading them. He has to be careful not to get plucked out. There was an opportunity given, but he's not able to utilize it. Now, quick long-range duel versus Imma takes him down. Isaac still close range. With the P250, Acor's got him down and out. Rusty and Era have to pick up the plays from here. The P250 not working out over here. It's all Era, a 1-on-3, waiting for them to start pushing him down. Wanted to get at least a kill or two to make it slightly more dicey, but Dexter with a swift execution will take it home.
Yeah, big round there from Acor, rotating in through Temple, being able to find not only player information as they're trying to move into post plants there on the side of GamerLegion, but then hitting shot after shot, dealing with the player in towards A main. And just, I mean, that close range Temple fight was pretty critical. Usually you'd favor Glocks in a situation like that, but MOUZ get it done. GamerLegion had some good ideas coming into that pistol. I think they really outmaneuvered what the MOUZ setup was, in particular towards that B bomb site, as that's where most of the assets were. It's good that GamerLegion are fleshing out and showing us already a bit of that proficiency here on Ancient. It's about whether they can always bring it over the line. So we see a force buy here from GamerLegion. Of course, they've got 3 rifles, so they can try and work around a decent amount of utility as well. In fact, they're like, yeah, you know what, Rusty, you can throw this Molotov. I don't want it.
You might not know the lineup. You know, you're the in-game leader. You're just supposed to know the nades. Of course, probably not true. He just want to have him be able to clear out Jaguar a little bit more effectively. Bemis will be isolated courtesy of the Molotov. It's sloppy on display, and at the very least, he's able to drop an AK, even if it's quickly picked up. It will be by a player who's got no armor, and Dexter is quick to exploit that fact. Moves in for another, and Era is gone.
Does mean that they can pincer in from long. They haven't lost bomb control either. And while MOUZ will hold on to Cave, GamerLegion do have a free bomb site. Do they account for the fact that there's a flank coming, though? Acor's pushing in from behind, and this is faster than GamerLegion will anticipate.
This is so early on as well, not quite the timing you're expecting. You mentioned it, Michael. First kill comes out. Acor misses the second. Imma at least drops out a player, but MOUZ Sports has still got plenty still alive. Imma catches out, spots out barely the rotating M4 of Robs. He has the angle, but Robs is holding it a bit too well. MOUZ Sports will find themselves their second round, closing things out nicely. Bemis making sure he got that first kill was crucial.
Yeah, and it was Dexter holding things down in towards Cave, not only being able to deal with the approaching aggression. You know, they Molotov him out, so he has to commit to those fights, but able to deal with that initial pressure. Or sorry, it wasn't Dexter. Dexter was the one that rotates in after the fact. Even still, MOUZ were able to deal with the rifle, hold on to Cave control, and that's what put GamerLegion in that rough spot. Good little bit of movement there from Frozen. Harder strafe than it looks, and he's there so quick, so fast as they try to rush him down, and Frozen will just instead spray them 3. Only 2, as the math will add up. Ime, though, very nice shot over at the A bomb site, and that might actually secure a plant.
I mean, he should be able to do so, but it depends on how fast he's willing to commit to it. The rotations back in Donut have come through now, and Imma took a bit too long. Of course, he couldn't have possibly known that. Isaac has some info on where the remaining players are, but with the bomb down, he'll have to be the one to make the move instead. Frozen getting those 3 early kills really helps secure their economy. MOUZ Sports have to be careful by preserving that, especially if Aiko's having a good game, and because he's definitely had a good start to things.
Yeah, I really want to see him flesh all of that out on the AWP as well. 4K for Frozen. Of course, these are the anti-ecos, but he did it himself. You know, it didn't require no run boost. See quite a few teams implementing that as a part of the way they take mid control, and even trying to take over Snake as well. Yeah. As somebody that KZs quite a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it's still a pretty hard jump to nail down consistently.
My KZ server went down the other day. The one I use regularly hasn't really come back up. Pretty unfortunate. But Frozen, right now, hoping to be bearing unfortunate tidings. For the side of GamerLegion, Acor and company just trying to back off. Frozen's lost inside a smoke, and Zero's been finding something. Just not Frozen. It's a shot to the leg.
Yeah, how on earth did he tag him straight through smoke?
Well, I mean, might be better to find out the second time over. Flashbang or not, Frozen even gets a headshot, insult to injury. Oh no, wow. Come on, I am in MOUZ.
Yeah, that one sucks. And while they do get kills right back, it's just looking too good here for MOUZ. So many duels in towards the smokes has just been devastating.
Oh, wow, he even gets a headshot there. Dexter's on point.
Well,
you know, maybe some slightly outdated meta stuff from Imma there. Generally not a great idea to spray with an AK anymore, considering how many M4A1s are prevalent these days.
Yeah, it's just a risk that fewer players are willing to take now. And that's exactly why. Good little heads-up play there for MOUZ to continuously take control away. There is no running when MOUZ are trapping you in. Who's the MOUZ now?
They're also just MOUZ now, not MOUZ Sports, so it's even more prevalent.
But their Twitter is still MOUZ Sports. So.
Yeah, I feel like it's it's a slow ease into things where you're trying to tell your kids that
like who's got at MOUZ? Somebody out there, bro.
Oh well.
I was talking about roster mania. Usually the backstabbing's at least a few weeks away.
Well, Bemis, right now he's going away. Bemis at least does find himself the first 2 kills of it here. Acor and Frozen continued through, and Imma left all alone. Michael. Anti-Eco's going a lot better for MOUZ than they did for Big.
Oh, yeah. Way more in control, it feels like, here for MOUZ. They're not only, as soon as they give up a bit of territory by losing one of these duels, there's someone there to pick up the pieces rather quickly. Something that really felt kind of disconnected from Big when we did experience it, but sometimes that results in cleaner rounds as well. When your guns are more spread out, they cover more territory. Just that much more important that you win those fights. Of course, back into guns are the GamerLegion side. They have that AWP in Era's hands now. Means that Acor will be met by another AWP. Oh, a chance at it as well there from Era.
They haven't gained any ground inside mid so far on the terrorist side. Now, finally, Rusty will start to fray forward, but the smokes are about to dissipate. Frozen might be able to catch this timing out. There's going to be a second player. Zero caught out completely.
Well, they have been able to get themselves into mid at the very least.
Yeah, he's inside red rooms, but they should be expecting at least one player to be here. Zero being that delayed generally meant that another player should have crossed by earlier on. But with such an advantage, MOUZ Sports needs to do nothing. They can just sit in place.
Yeah, they've completely cleared out B, and it means the Beamers can just wait to see rotations. They even pick out the bomb in middle, so it's only 2 players left here for GamerLegion. Red room control is always nice, but you typically want teammates to help facilitate this.
Oh, at least he catches that Acor. No?
Can throw that off out of the map as well.
Potentially, but he's trying to go back for a couple more kills instead. The op might not be recoverable regardless, so that's not going to be the biggest of lost opportunities. But with 3 AKs picked up, MOUZ Sports is still pretty damn happy. Admittedly, also probably pretty damn happy because they're 6-0.
Yeah, not the start that you're looking to see here on your map pick. GamerLegion, I was thinking this might be a nice little curveball to throw in there. Not something that MOUZ have played the most of.
Something to keep in mind, though, is that obviously it's also likely to be one of the maps that MOUZ Sports are going to be practicing during the time when they're not playing at the major and whatnot, too. Mostly finding Bemis early.
Yeah,
at least that's
the way to start.
Oh, follow-up as well. He's doing it all on his own. And right now with the op on the other side, his journey of entry kills might be cut short if he wants to face down Acor, but Acor is backed off and repositioned for B long instead.
See if MOUZ can navigate out of a deficit. This isn't supposed to be a highly competitive round, but suddenly these weapons are in flux. Acor trying to take some space.
Oh, good shot, but it's right through the edge of the crate. Zero's not going to go down over here. Acor's repositioning, aware that Rusty and Era are coming through from the side. Smoke goes forward. Acor is completely blocked out of it, and they might want to reposition for a quick boost through. But Dexter jumping up has his position revealed. Molotov is well placed, but it can't deny the bomb plant. Oh.
Yeah, Acor just keeps spamming away at it, so MA is dropped. Zero solo HP up close.
Dexter should be able to cheat past over here, Michael.
Yeah, 3-on-3 with enough utility, though. MOUZ are taking their time.
Zero's Mac 10 can still be dangerous at this range. You know, you get a quick little jump outwards. You hear a flash being thrown over there. Maybe you can run them down sooner. And the adjustment in the aim from Dexter isn't there. Zero's able to sidestep straight into him and sets up for a second. Robs is gone, and Acor all alone. The only kill he's found so far was through the smoke and through the side. It's Era. Find him and shut him down. Very nice sidestep from Zero, just the off angle that Dexter wasn't prepared for.
Yeah, all he needed was a bullet to connect there if you're Dexter, but the swift maneuver up close, yeah, that's a gunfight that MOUZ are expected to win each and every time and pretty much meant the round over. Just so much attention drawn to Square when it really should have been focused on the bomb sites. The only freebie that MOUZ would have been able to get from that round is lost away. And GamerLegion, some signs of life, getting that post plant to work as successfully as they did. But look at the pace into this B bomb site now, moving past the Molotov. They've got a pick on the AWP as well. And MOUZ are contained to just the cave.
And even the wallbang won't be giving them anything over here. MOUZ are gonna have to play full retake, but at least they find Isaac early. Zero's got another in the meanwhile. He's cheated past inside the square, and now Robs is gonna be smoked once again. He'll have to walk through it if he wants to be able to assist his teammates. Anticipating the one in front. He was already there. Zero wasn't ready, and Acor through the wall. We barely catch a clip of it. It's Imma to combine his forces with Era to try and bring it back. At least there's no Molotovs, no chance of wall banging. They're planting behind the pillar. The position of MOUZ Sports is known.
Trying to cut them off. Era spotting Acor out as well and knows exactly where he's positioned, but this is all a battle of wits between these two offers. Era trying to close in on that distance. Jiggle peeks. Acor, how is he going to try and navigate out of this one? Era full flash. Now it's Acor. Oh, Era just goes for the no-scope instead, and IM will win his fight as well. It's another post-plant for GamerLegion.
Between Era and Acor, you could see over there, Acor's trying to do everything, just trying to get mind games, the flash forward, trying to jiggle peek everything. Era just backs off, moves it back in for the quick nose scope, and you can see the difference in confidence even to some extent. I feel like Acor just isn't willing to go for plays like that anymore. And on the other side, you know, Imma getting that one kill, obviously always going to be good. That round looked like it was going to fall apart when Robs finds a frag and Acor follows up with a quick wallbang, Michael.
I'm just surprised at some of the shots that Acor's been hitting. He hasn't even really been seeing some of these people. He's been tagging people through smokes. He's killing people through smokes. Now wall bangs as well. Someone check him PC. Oh. Careful, man. MOUZ Sports. Oh, Imma. All right, then. That's not ideal. You're supposed to be losing. Yeah, that's kind of a yikes for me, dog. Still an easy enough round here from GamerLegion. Oh, nice little triple boost in from CT. Hoping to catch someone out, but come on. Oh, they're resetting. You positioned it wrong. Come on, man. We practiced this. They need to like sync the jump. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Okay. But it's too late. They gave up the square control. They're not looking deep CT anymore. That triple boost doesn't look like it gives you very much anyway. It gives you an angle. There is a fight you can win.
All right. Interesting.
They just messed it up. How?
Amateurs.
Yeah, ridiculous. It's a pretty solid stuff here for GamerLegion on the bounce back. Of course, we saw a few kind of closer-ish rounds, and so that CT side economy did crumble, but now MOUZ are investing back into the buy. A-Core does have the AWP, and I mean, we're seeing what we kind of expect from CT sides. You know, a lot of open territory can be capitalized on this A-bomb site, but it's this mid-control, which has been a focus for both of these teams. GamerLegion haven't been able to secure this too often without taking heavy casualties. It's actually the B-bomb site that's been the real liability, and this is part of the reason why. One-way smoke for Frozen over the top. Zero gets nothing, didn't even spot the man that kills him.
Zero was also forced to go through a secondary Molotov. He extinguished the first one, but the CTs had chucked out 2 in that position. Generally, you do see a little bit more likelihood of just giving up mid.
That's a really cheeky smoke there from MOUZ. It's
Yeah.
enough to at least secure the cross, and so now Bemis can just relax.
They might be aware of this, though, because even when Isaac is going to be rotating backwards, Bemis is checked over here by Rusty. He still wins out the duel. The isolated check is never going to go all too hot when you've got Bemis on the other side, and now
Deeper info play.
yeah, he's gonna know everything coming his way. They're not even ready to check it completely. Bemis has got 3 and picks up a secondary op as well for his troubles. Imma was deep in the B bomb site, waiting for his teammates, giving them the call, guys. Just make your way over. I'm gonna give them the backstab very soon. Don't worry. And turns out,
Team. Where did you go?
why'd you leave me?
They couldn't quite believe it. Like the fact that Bemis takes so much damage in that fight towards B main, and he just pushes right into their faces as they're transitioning back over to that territory. Yeah, caught with their pants down. And while you may hear screams of team into the abyss, MOUZ are looking like a pretty comprehensible one on Ancient. Like you said, some of that preparation work ahead of the major, one of these kind of pocket strategies or picks. Of course, talked a little bit about maybe not on air, but we have mentioned in the past how MOUZ actually wanted to be one of these teams that had this 7-map pool, and then they just started banning overpass again. So
Mither, of course, their coach.
It's like, what up now? We've got a 7-map pool. How are you going to ban against us? And then they went back to 6.
Of course, that was also at another DreamHack event. That was the DreamHack Masters earlier on this year when they faced up versus Na'Vi in a best of 3. Ooh, careful now, Bemis. Very careful, Bemis. Just looking at the intensity on his face, he knows he needs to dodge every single one of these butts. I love player cams, Michael. Really are just such a great addition.
Can feel a little empty, a little impersonal. A lot of damage done from Frozen in from Cube. And Frozen does have the advantage. Era just getting tagged from side to side. Zero doesn't feel confident pushing further into middle. And now they're moving to wrap into this B site.
Dexter's going to have to try and cut them off over here if he doesn't want to end up falling. But the crossfire is what he's really hoping can start to activate. Bemis, however, will not find anyone to face off versus. They're going to hear these smokes being deployed. They are close enough to be able to get the sound cues for that. He caught trying to return with a few of his own just to cause some chaos. Dexter's waiting around the pillar. He's going to be right in the face of 3, and Rusty has found him. Advantage maintained because of Bemis, though, and Akor, who's floating backwards, is unable to find a shot with the smoke. Bemis pushes through it to get 2, and that's where Rusty's all alone now. Has to get the ace clutch, can't even get the 1.
Well, all right. If Bemis could just consistently get 3Ks over on this B bomb site, then MOUZ are going to be looking good. This man's running straight through smokes, and GamerLegion had no idea. And that's courtesy of the additional bit of utility that A-Core threw onto the bomb site. Saw all this util coming over, doesn't think he can contribute with the AWP, just chuck another smoke down. And it just, like you said, added to that chaos that GamerLegion had to sort of reaccount for. Their calculator doesn't have numbers that go that high. Wait, why is there a 4th smoke on this bomb site?
Bemis heard Chris Ray was gunning for his spot. Man, really putting up a showing over here. And obviously, with all the rumors surrounding MOUZ and, Rostamania and whatnot, there's a very real possibility that between Bemis and Frozen, the next star of the team could come from either one of them, and both of them are giving us a performance right now. 14-3 for Frozen, 10-5 for Bemis. Bemis, of course, being a bit insane in how he's getting those 10, but yeah.
Yeah, I think there are contracts expiring.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, it's exciting times.
Indeed.
Talked a little bit about how that major is some distance away, and the fact that the major was delayed for 2 years. Some stagnation.
Ooh. This time they go for the run boost, and Akor always praised him for his movement over here. He's going to have to get something from it. Only good for the one right now, but hey, you know what? Good for one means good for two if you're Akor, and maybe even good for three.
Take this man shopping.
Why? He's just going to spend all the money.
Yeah, no, but
gets more.
You won one, he gets two.
But that just sounds expensive.
Yeah, but there's a little extra. Maybe give one to a friend.
Okay. Akor, take me shopping.
Yes, exactly. Me too, please. Or just send us jerseys. That's always nice as well.
We can't ask for jerseys on air. But MOUZ Sports,
Can't
if you're sending us somewhere, not...
Wait a second. A lot of people hating on the new logo, but I don't know. I think it looks nice.
I think it'd look a lot nicer on top of me, though. So, hey, GamerLegion.
Wow, we're just fully going out for it, huh?
Why not? GamerLegion right now are going to try and bring things back, though. Still plenty of time for them to work. Jaguar control that they do, of course, have. Frozen has got an aggressive down mid in the meanwhile, just to make sure that their avenues of rotation are cut off. And with this much revealed, Frozen is able to threaten Imma. And now you're going to see the quick hit coming through from the T side. 28 seconds, Frozen's found Imma. Zero's fully flashed. The bomb's being planted. It will go down, and MOUZ Sports will play the retake.
Oh god, Akor through the smoke again. I feel like he's hit more shots without seeing people than he has the other way around. 1-on-4, and we'll see if Isaac can deliver. He's not got any kills so far, so a 1-on-4 would be a great place to start.
Yeah. You know, yesterday was pretty good for him. Right now, at least he gets 1.5. You know, yesterday was pretty good for him as far as bringing back his scoreline on overpass. He started off pretty poorly and then started getting these insane entries. So you're right, a 1-on-4 would have been a nice place to go to. But he doesn't go there.
Yeah, I feel like usually you want to like ramp up into those types of things. You know, you're having like an okay game at the very least, or at least like an above average game. And then you pull off the 1-on-4. That's like a big confidence rise. I feel like even if you're sort of down in the dumps and you pull off a clutch, you're probably just like, it's about time. But he's on the board, and GamerLegion, since they've actually got themselves on the board on this T side, they've been met with a bit of a brick wall. MOUZ have been solidifying. They've been going for some aggressive plays here on the CT side as well, so it's been a little bit hard to read if you're GamerLegion, but they have been very, very B-focused. And so I'd hope that this T side does have a few things to offer over at that A bomb site, but based on where that bomb is dropped, it doesn't seem like that will be the case.
Come on, Akor, get another one through the smoke. You know, he's thinking about it. Frozen, though, is thinking about all the juice he's going to have all over his head because he's just been shot in it. Well,
that's the bad juice. That's one that's supposed to stay inside of you.
Yeah. Not quite the fresh fruits kind of juice going on over here. MOUZ Sports, for once in a very long while, are going to be a man down. Haven't had to face too many of these situations.
Well, man advantage, and wouldn't you know it, B bomb site. GamerLegion are clustered up, and MOUZ have actually vacated. I think they're kind of on the sneaking suspicion that, I mean, they've hit the B bomb site so many times now. Surely they don't do it again. Guys, there's a full execute coming. I need help. Dexter is called for the rotate.
Oh. Dexter's even just priming up the grenade for the bomb plant. Good damage. Follow up as well, but can't quite top it out. Dexter cheats Sparse. Is he going to go for more fires? This could be a big one, but indeed it is only for Zero. Beamer's caught out up next. Zero's got the triple entry.
Well, it feels like, I mean, MOUZ could very well still go for this, but while the money is good enough, CT side can be a little rough to accommodate for, and just, it's a little too steep a task. Can't quite believe it. This gosh darn B bomb site. How dare they? Time in, time out. Just as soon as we take our eye off of it, like a child, they're trying to do something wacky. let go of their hand for 1 second. They're trying to cross the street. Like, come on, man. You don't even look at both ways.
Okay, at least the child isn't trying to, plant a bomb in the B bomb site.
No, of course not.
Indeed. MOUZ Sports, though, aren't going to be too deterred by that one. For GamerLegion to really put a dent in things, they have to try and push for 5 or 6. I think 6 would be ideal, obviously. But, switching over to their CT side, just have a bit more cushion. And we can't forget that a lot of the players that MOUZ Sports are going for aren't necessarily ones that are likely to translate through to the CT side. And I'm looking at you, Acor, shooting people through smokes.
Yeah, Rops wants a bit of the action. He's got a scoped gun himself. I think in yesterday's game, they were even sort of kind of floating the idea of a triple AWP with Chris J, which I guess, if Chris J is your replacement, makes a bit of sense, but still a little wacky. That smoke's not gone where it's supposed to. Clipped inside of the scaffolding instead of bouncing off the wall, and so this is a strange one. Acor's going to accommodate for it, but there's actually a fair amount of spam damage being accomplished onto Rusty. That wall bang onto B bomb site does go both ways, and while Dexter does get Molotov out of position, how is he actually going with that kill? No, never mind. Yeah, he got Molotov out, but Dexter actually wins that spam fight in the end.
No, that was Bemis who got mollied.
Yes. Bemis got mollied, but Dexter won the spam fight on B.
Yes, indeed.
There we go.
Confusing all around, but Zero's got A-core, and that's the first demise of the CT side. Bemis has to try and step up to compensate. What a flip from Zero. Top for a second, he might be able to get it, but it's Imma to shut him down instead. Isaac, the trade, and Dexter. That's another smoke gone wrong. Imma, though, makes it go a little bit more right. Makes it work for himself instead. Secondary smoke comes through. Of course, this time it is Rops behind it, not quite the smoke bang in A-core. We'll have to wait to see how this 2-on-2 goes. Can Rops really put this to the test? Frozen's found Imma, and now it's all down to Error. A 1-on-2, spots out the first, but it's a flashbang. That means he's got no chance. Error ends up falling.
Yeah, that flash was just a little too chunky. I actually wonder whether that smoke that was thrown by GamerLegion was there by design, because it was accounted for at the very least and actually kind of baited Dexter into the peak. And while GamerLegion get themselves onto the bomb site once again, they just cannot pull it through in the post plant. I mean, solid half here for MOUZ, especially when we were talking about the fact that this map seems to have leaned more 50-50 territory. 10-5 or 11-4. Yeah, GamerLegion were hoping for so much more.
MOUZ Sports still already very happy with how this half has gone.
Is this finally the round? Is this going to be some kind of a collective?
No, I don't believe it for a second, Michael.
I mean, the bomb's kind of, it's back middle.
That nade cannot possibly do anything.
Yeah, that does nothing.
Yeah, like that. If that was a molly, I think it could, but
it's a firework. Scare tactics.
Get away, they say. Maybe it's like a signal flare, asking some teammates to come over. And they're not doing so yet, but at the very least, they're getting closer. Frozen, however, is sensing the presence of Zero, which is now a long-gone presence, a foregone presence, and Error will find Acor in the meanwhile. Dexter in red room prevents Isaac from getting any space, and it's Error to just creep right into Bemis and shut him down.
It's a long road to go and get this bomb here for GamerLegion, because it is drop back middle. Rusty has to try and get this transitionary kill, and he's successful. They've actually clawed back the advantage. The fact that they've got this single pick, but it's going to be very delayed in terms of getting this one planted. And so this actually leads to more variables here for MOUZ. They can move in on flanks.
Dexter's also actually in a very aggressive position here. The gap for the smoke means he's got the boat. Dexter brings that out of nowhere, and MOUZ Sports will find their 11th one away to send us to a short break. We'll be back with the second half in just a bit.
Now it's time to
It's ironic that the newest map is named Ancient, and it's the new kids on the block that have actually picked into it, but it's the old dogs that have shown them a thing or two. I'm Yumi, joined by Tea Time for you for the second half of our first map in our lower bracket game of Group A. Both these teams fighting to stay away from elimination, and GamerLegion not looking that good here on their own map pick.
Indeed, not a very convincing start to things coming out from them, Michael. And right now, MOUZ Sports are looking to rush on the A-bomb side of site that has not been traversed very often. Quello would be proud of them. I'm going to keep unable to find anything over there. Rops finds 2 quick frags. Zero and Isaac will be suffering the fate of the dead. Rusty, very sharp on the USB. Quick little tap over here, and as they start to traverse back, it's Dexter and Frozen between the two of them, making it so Rusty doesn't really have much of a chance. Poor old Rusty.
Yeah, accounting for pronunciations for names is always something that's very difficult to keep track of across the board. You know, every region has different procedures. Sometimes players even don't know. Okay. Looking at you, Flames. Kept Michael, changing his mind. I'm
going to cut you off over here because we've just got an alert from the A stream. And guys, spoiler alert coming in. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I said that. Big have had a 14-1 half against Mad Lions.
Okay, wow, they must have really had
Mirage. By the way, they started CT side as well.
Yeah, they must have had a real stern talking to.
Like, stop losing to all these Tech 9s.
NKJ not happy about how yesterday went.
Like, god damn it, even Sprout could have done better than that, guys. Come on.
Yeah, that's a real twist.
MOUZ Sports, though, they've been having a grand old time. And Isaac
hasn't been.
Well, yeah, I was trying. Yeah, he's also 14-1 in some ways, you know?
Yeah.
Just in all the wrong ways.
Way to bring that one back. They do have a man advantage, even if the spawn has gone down, but look at the free territory so deep in towards CT, and Rusty just walks right into them like, what, they're here? How are we going to crack back into this one? They're going to try it. They're going to try going for the double swing. And while there is a 1-for-1 exchange, they still have it equal Stevens, and Frozen as well has won his gunfight. How on earth? That's a sharp peek from Isaac. But this is where things get a little dicey because they try to get out with just the rifles. And Arrow's just a little too late on the flank. It's a conversion here from MOUZ, and they are inching closer and closer from taking this first map.
Also looked like a double recoverable AK. I don't know where the last one went to. Okay, I thought both AKs were actually sitting in CT spawn, but at least you take a couple of rifles forward, and the CT sound will be forced to save here regardless. MOUZ Sports looking set for a 14-4.
Yeah, that's... let me just checking the weather. Yeah, that seems to be the forecast. We'd have to see something real crazy here from the Legion of Gamers.
Indeed. They have to see a Legion of Gamer moments for them to really take this one away.
Have you watched that show, Legion?
It sounds familiar. Let me Google.
Multiple personalities. It's a Marvel program.
Ah, yes. Okay. No, so I saw this and it looked like I was gonna be feeling sad after watching.
Yeah,
so
I think that's a pretty good read actually.
I try not to watch shows that'll make me feel sad. This doesn't make sense to me. That's why I watch Counter-Strike, because it makes us all feel sad about not being this good, but at least happy that someone is, you know?
Yeah, well, GamerLegion fans might be a little distressed.
Well, relatability. Yeah. MOUZ Sports really are running over things, and a bit of that has to come down to the individual performances as well, but let's not make any mistakes about it. GamerLegion have looked a little bit all over the place with utility, with the structure, with sort of the decision-making and late-round executes / post-plants.
I mean, just the fact that they never went for an A-side hit aside from the pistol round. I think. Yeah, just the pistol, which is one of 14 rounds, funnily enough. It's like outside smokes on nuke. That used to be an old litmus test. Yeah. Like, do you even go near the A-bomb site? I feel like you have to at least respect it.
God, I still remember when Virtus Pro was the only team that picked him. Frozen, though, can't quite adjust in time. Rusty's able to find himself his first frag that way. That's going to be quite nice for them.
Yeah, got to mid quite late, so not ready for the fast jump-up play. We're going a man deficit, but yeah, AK can be recovered.
double up inside cave over here is something that is always a little bit risky. You know, flashbang can catch both of you off unless you're having one player dedicated anti-flash, and then it's such a narrow passage where a dry peek can just get that into a 1v1.
Oh god, they break down the double play. And it seems like MOUZ are still very heavily postured for this burst into the B bomb site, trying to make use of the flash.
Zero's going to have to try and make a move over here. The smokes are dissipating soon. Flash completely avoided. Zero's got himself the double. Rather, Imma steals that away from him. Comes in from the side. He's traded out, yes, but Zero at the very least stays alive because of it. Acor's trying to move in from cave, find any space he can, while Robs will navigate in from main. Acor spots out the player, but can't get the kill. It's Robs to activate instead. The orb still very much present in the back of square. Robs is trying to navigate around it, but Isaac's got himself one more through the smoke. Robs spots out the player. Pre-firing away, but error. He's got something to say about that. GamerLegion find their first CT round.
Man, the timing there from Zero to not only check cave for just that instant, it was the timing where MOUZ were going for that God Flash or Pop Flash play, and it was just like perfectly timed where neither player there from GamerLegion is really under too much stress. They can collectively go for the double swing, and MOUZ just get completely gunned down. It's too much of a steep recovery there from that T side, and it all spurred off, you know, with Rusty's aggression in through middle. It gave them that early man advantage that MOUZ didn't feel too comfortable exploring other options. Oh my goodness. Ooh. It seemed like both of them were almost full flash, a little late to actually engage in the action, but Zero on the tail end of the flash instead.
That's also very cool M4. I love that. Oh my god.
Yeah, the streams are nice.
With the like stickers he had on as well, those are really cool.
I've been getting more involved in the skins game.
Yeah. I've been taking looks at it, but I unboxed Prince Stream Deagle once, and I had promised a friend that I'd give him whatever was in the crate because I assumed it would be terrible.
That's so where you're another case and just lie to them.
Indeed. Well, Isaac, he's gone down. That's Rob's to find him. I didn't have
brings away that man advantage that was found in the early round, and so we're back into this 4-on-4.
Solid spot for the CT to be at, though, with, you know, Imma being very ready to rotate over, and MOUZ Sports is heavily postured towards that B bomb side again. Zero's got a Molotov behind him, and he's going to be cheating into the smoke potentially. Indeed, it is. They've bought so much space out over. Zero's going to have to go for exploration. Rusty's the only one on this bomb site.
Has to come up big.
Rusty spots the map, but he can't get a single frag. It's Dexter instead to turn things around. MOUZ Sports are heavily low, but with the man advantage and utility being this dry on the GamerLegion side, it's not going to be helping anyone. But Imma, great timing found. Dexter goes down, and it's all down to Frozen. Playing around the corner, waiting for anyone to pop through. Robs is also going to be the late lurk to activate down from Red Room. They won't be expecting him entirely. Imma, tagged up, has to be so much more careful in how he operates. Zero is operating onto Frozen. Robs needs to be the one to come through, make sure they've got a bit longer to distract so that Bemis can activate later on. He's missing his shots, he's missing his shots, he's missing his shots, where Rob will come in from behind. Still can't prevent GamerLegion from getting the defuse, but at least he'll diminish their economy.
Oh no! He thought it was planted enough that he could actually see and stop the defuse, and instead it's just clipping through the wall consistently. Those bricks have earned their place on the map. I can't believe they've managed to steal that one away, because it looked like MOUZ had all the elements. You had Rops right where he wants to be on that late lurk. That position for Frozen, yeah, it was great for the after plant, but yeah, GamerLegion just swipe it at the very last moment in a way you wouldn't have anticipated. I'm liking that MOUZ are still invested enough in this A-bomb site. I'm glad. There are two sides to this map.
Indeed. Terrorists and counter-terrorists, but there's only the B-bomb site, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's not what I wanted to hear.
Acor. Well, oh, that looked like it should have been a sitter.
Really hard to anticipate the angle you have to aim at on the steps in particular.
The verticality can really be a pain.
Yeah, the entrance to that B bomb site on overpass is another one. Where, you know, just the rampage. You can be anywhere.
Now, GamerLegion have got no idea of where MOUZ spots are either. That's the same call they're making. They could be anywhere. Zero, however, is going to finally spot out a player. Smoke to delays at a great time. It'll be there for a while, but come on, guys. You've really got to step up your smoke game. Zero is hoping to use it as a one-way at the very least. The flashbang won't be able to catch him out. He's moved faster inside his own smoke, but he's caught off regardless. Imma's the one who picks up the slack. Finds 2 frags. It could be a third. It's Rusty to deliver, and Bemis to be delivered to the afterlife very soon. He's got to go and die. Knows that he has to try and just get some money. There's no way he can get the round.
Man, that's so well done there from Imma to just immediately shut them out of the bomb site. Not only that, transitioning into different positions on that B site from kill to kill just made it so that MOUZ could never effectively track down that trade. That smoke just sat there for way too long that MOUZ could effectively, I mean, they had to run through it if they wanted to commit to that site, and they tried with the initial flashes. But once those first 2 players go down, it's really hard for them to scale in properly. So really solid hold there from GamerLegion. A good read on what MOUZ had to offer. And now it's Deegs out here for this T side.
Oh, Rusty just trying to run away as fast as humanly possible. Arrow's been left to try and pick up the frag. Instead, Arrow's saying, wait, aren't you supposed to be getting the money? Well, whatever, man. Imma's been looking a lot better in the past few rounds as well, especially and whenever he's activated, Michael, things get scary.
Yeah, I had a bit of a pop-off yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Acor was hoping to not die in the way that he did. Not only has he fed money over to that SMG, but just didn't get a chance. That's what it was like when he was AWPing on that CT side.
Yeah, I was about to say, a bit of karma, in all fairness.
That's what you get, man. We're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel here for GamerLegion at the very least. Off of that one stolen round. Now there's some method to which they might be able to shut MOUZ out here on the CT side, especially if they're able to consistently open up these rounds the way that they have been. Whether it's been some B ramp aggression or finding these kills in through middle has been rather good. Molotov missed here from MOUZ.
That was supposed to be the one that goes all the way through, and Rusty's caught out because he tried to get aggressive with the MP9. Dexter can just shut him down. I wonder if some teams are trying to miss the molly on purpose, but Imma, oh yes, please, just find himself the equalizer. Even getting information that Dexter was a solitary lurk, so the rotation back to the A bomb site can be much faster now.
Yeah, they're making that rotation over, and MOUZ aren't being too quick about this. Frozen still trying to go for these jump spots, and they know what's up here on GamerLegion. Era, oh, gonna get taken down just as the smoke blooms. They're a man down, but they at least segment MOUZ off from getting a stable plan, and Imma still has temple control, but Bemis makes sure that that falls into enemy hands. Oh! It's another smoke down. It's Dinks onto the bomb planter, and it's Zero, now a 1v3.
Has to step it up, but Acor just shuts him down there, and then MOUZ Sports finding the 15th, despite GamerLegion having every bit of information they need. It all changes the second Bemis is able to strafe into that entry. Otherwise, that Temple Donut crossfire can be so deadly to anyone trying to get the bomb plant in. And you could see it. If Bemis goes down there, Isaac even managed to get a headshot onto the planter. That's a completely different game there and then. And MOUZ Sports, off of the one entry, are able to find themselves up to map point.
You almost see some of the shortcomings as well about the approach there for MOUZ. You know, they try to contact into the site effectively. They don't smoke off positions like Donut to break down that crossfire that you're talking about. And GamerLegion almost get enough accomplished. You know, you see a couple of these swing fights where the battle towards Temple potentially prevents MOUZ from getting the plant down, and that would have been significant because once those smokes would have faded, it's just a whole lot of open territory. It's like a free fire. But it's not to be. MOUZ with some critical kills and looking to collect here on Ancient. One more round is all they need, and GamerLegion will know that their backs are up against the wall. We'll see if they try and go for some of these initiative plays that have put them in these early advantages again, because it feels like turtling up may not be the key to success. MOUZ may not even allow them to think about what they want to do, because it's ahead of the Molotov.
Oh no, this could be disaster. They're trying to move up lane as well, and if they reveal their presence, MOUZ can just push in, but Zero finds a crucial kill, and this boost is huge. Error's found too. Big frags coming through. The Opera on the M4 can still make it work.
Really, really nice there from GamerLegion. Went for the fast boost as well. There's a tiny ledge that allows you that extra elevation so they don't mess around. See if Acor and Rops can put anything back in any substantial margin. Quickscope there from Acor will be a swing and a miss. And fresh smokes over on the B side of things. Rops is heavily delayed. Often is in rounds, but even more so now. GamerLegion are just swarmed all over it. Acor, I don't even know what he does to really try and supplement this.
Flashes, most likely. Trying to get a quick pop through. The problem is, of course, the CT tucked away into the cubby is Era, who is unlikely to be caught off by that flashback.
Well, they've effectively Molotov themselves off.
Well, you know, that also happens. 25 seconds, and they've got to commit soon. Rops is going to be able to move through. The flash being triggered forward meant that Zero looked away, but Era still in position. Now reveals himself, and Acor is quick to punish that revelation, but
time.
12 seconds, and it's ticking away. Acor is going to be caught in between a rock and a hard place. Has to hit some crazy shots, and you can't do it with a knife. Not yet, at least. Throwing knives are going to come one day.
Well, I would certainly hope not. MOUZ, though, delayed from that finish line. GamerLegion not only finding these opening kills once again, but then going for a bit of a different shift. You know, they take over mid control where MOUZ have been throwing maybe one or two players there in the start of these T-side rounds. And because there's no one to honor that, they make use of the boost. Like how dynamic GamerLegion have been about this middle area in particular. We're changing it up from round to round, especially with Ime being able to push through. Wait, he just gets straight wall banged?
Indeed.
Come on! That's ridiculous. You can't be getting away with that.
Michael says the name, and he's gone. Frozen is hoping to do something similar to Zero. Won't be given that opportunity. Zero's left all alone on the B bomb site. And GamerLegion actually very heavily focused in over here on A. They're not rotating players back yet. And it's Dexter who had to find the frag. He'd been given so much space, taken so many resources to get into Red Room, and his entire team was waiting for him to activate. Losing up that duel is going to be critical. Zero even comes in with a quick headshot over as well. MOUZ is basically gone. Molotov would ensure it. And with 50 seconds, Frozen's got another. His Deagle's been big, finally taken down, but they've done so much damage. It's left onto Rops, a 1-on-3, a doable situation if he's able to find the first. It's Zero who's low, close range. He can maybe plop him down even without the headshot, but he gets it anyway. Now coming in from behind, fakes out the bomb plant. No, he's committed to it. Rusty peeks in, and Rusty's got it perfectly timed as he knew that's exactly when it should be going down. And GamerLegion will find their 10th, even if it is a difficult round.
Yeah, even if it was the fake there, Isaac was coming in on the flank as well, so it seemed like an unwinnable position there for Rops in the clutch. Sharp aim on one, but now GamerLegion are still getting themselves closer and closer. It's not quite over yet. MOUZ know it as well. That's why they're trying so hard in some of these rounds as well, just to try and deliver that dagger. Make sure as well that carrying in through the rest of the series, GamerLegion don't pick up on that confidence. Already bad enough that they're losing their map pick, but this CT side has been proving quite fruitful. Faster play over towards A. Rops is here very quickly, and Era's up is round the corner. So standoffish. Off. How Rops is able to pick it apart. Era is unexpected. They don't. Why is there two players just effectively looking not too deep in towards that A area? Not something that Rops is able to account for, and Dexter is well caught on the mid lurk.
A great call given up from Imma. He heard Dexter making that noise, and with that, Just a quick peek out, and that's all that they need. Now Era. Oh, what? That looked like it was on point. Barely missing out over there. A Molotov will at least be able to force him out to a position where he should have a second chance, but a good flashbang will keep Era from getting another.
Hard one to call. Both teams a little information starved after all this initial aggression. Ima holding into this cheetah position does give them a lot of advantages in terms of that mid information like you were talking about, and as well another avenue towards the B site, but he's going to be receiving a couple players around the corner. It's all about whether they clear him fast enough, but it's too easy. First kill on the man that's looking at him, and Bemis can't turn. It's A-Core in a 1-on-4, and the bomb is in Ime's control.
This just looks impossible over here. MOUZ Sports, A-Core is even separated by the smoke. He has to move past and just try to get some damage, and there's no chance for him to take this round out. Time's ticking down as well. Rusty, at the very least, will meet his swift demise. A-Core hoping to deliver death to at least one more, but yeah, Molotov in his hand, and he's gone. MOUZ Sports was trying really hard not to use that extra utility to be able to clear out Ima's position in that spot, just so that they can continue to starve GamerLegion out for information right before they pull the trigger on the pub. They can use the utility for the plant or the post plant, but no, you had to at least get a flashbang out there, had to at least give yourself a fighting chance in that spot, but Ima just dominates.
Yeah, don't give them that information. Don't let them make those rotations before you actually break into the site. The same way that if you have wall of smokes down, it can be very hard to get a gauge on the numbers. You have to worry about the idea of flanks, and it's about taking inventory of where the defensive players are. But yeah, critical kills. And you talked about him heating up. He has been delivering. Another man we were highlighting, of course, was Rusty ahead of this game. Came with some big clutches and has been honestly making a lot of good kind of informed decisions. Hasn't been anything particularly flashy, but has been there to deliver on a fair few rounds here for GamerLegion. MOUZ, though, these fumblings here on this T side are something that GamerLegion can smell in the water. It's brewing. Ooh. The problem is Frozen has looked sharp all game, and he's gotten an entry. Dexter as well will follow up. This mid control has crumbled, but Isaac at least does get one trying to go into Donut. Frozen in at the red room. Zero is there to account for this, but Frozen held the angle. How on earth does Zero win that? It's back to 3-on-3.
He's fully prepared for that, Michael. That's a complete pre-fire. Zero, I mean, how many times do I have to talk about this guy's veterancy? He really knows how to deliver in these crucial spots. Bringing it back, yes, but Zero's demise is going to make things a bit more difficult. Imma still playing from inside Cheetah. Might be able to get some information on Bemis and try and get the quick backstab through. Isaac is still aware that the B bomb site is not the call yet for MOUZ Sports. Imma is at least able to guarantee that sort of information, but as Imma comes back, Bemis is getting a bit more worried. Where are they? Why aren't they making the move? And Bemis, I mean, he could be the linchpin. He is the linchpin for MOUZ Sports. There's not even a could be about it. The question is, when and where will he activate to? Isaac's all alone over here. Should be able to spot out the first player. He does do so, but can't drop the bomb. With this, MOUZ Sports have secured themselves a plant at the very least, but without utility, they're still relying on Bemis to make a move. Bemis finds Imma, Robs gets Isaac, and that's going to be the round and the map going to MOUZ Sports.